Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving my Leo October 2019 horoscope forecast part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as October goes, the Sun will be in Libra from the 1st until the 23rd, so the third house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on siblings, cousins, neighbors, communications, one's early education, short journeys, assimilating information, local transportation. And given that this is Libra energy, this may be done with a lot of balance, a lot of fairness and equality. Done with a lot of persuasion, especially matters pertaining to one's communications, but done with also a lot of charm and diplomacy as well. There might be a focus on communications that are associated with the law and legalities in general, and what's just and fair. Now, this could also be a time where the light might be shining, so to speak, on a Libra cousin, sibling, or neighbor. It could be a Libra Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Libra characteristics. So anyway, well, the next thing up is as far as October goes, the Sun will be in Scorpio from the 23rd until the 31st, so the fourth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy and focus and attention on one's home, family life, emotional security, the less dominant parent, which is often the mother, people you're close to home with, traditions, roots, ancestry, who you are at the core, and that latter or end part of life. Now, given that this is a Scorpio energy, a lot of this may be done with a lot of resourcefulness, a lot of passion and emotional intensity, a lot of willful energy, and also could be handled with a lot of resiliency. This could be a time too, in a lot of incisiveness and probing energy. A lot of this could be focusing that attention on a home or family member or someone you're close to home with, and really maybe digging deep in that person, figuratively speaking, and going through subterfuge and superficiality, or it could shine the light, so to speak, in some cases on a Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant home or family member, or one that embodies Scorpio characteristics. It could be a time too where a dominant male may factor in more, figure in very prominently in terms of your emotional security, and it could be a Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Scorpio characteristics, and also a focus on maybe transforming or making a major change in the home, or even a crisis situation in association with the home or family life at this time. So those are some ways this may manifest and pan out. Well, the next thing up is there will be a full moon in Aries on October 13th, so the ninth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Well, at this time, well, in some cases, this could be about the completion or culmination of an Aries type higher education course. It could be something connected with firefighting, if that's possible, something with welding. It could be something associated with anything with fire, such as learning to become an arson investigator, or anything associated with anything leadership, such as management, anything that could be Aries related, or even learning maybe educating yourself to be like a martial arts instructor. Could come to a completion or culmination, or could be the ending, the finished product, so to speak, of something that you want to publish. That could be Aries related. It could be something connected with war, the military, fighting, learning self-defense, something associated with arson, anything that could be even sports in some cases, anything that could be Aries related. Now, Also, too, when you're talking about full moons in astrology, it could be a time where one becomes tired, full, or exasperated at something. It could be a time where you might become tired, full, or exasperated, and an overly combative or aggressive or even impulsive or the overly outspoken in-law or grandchild in some cases. It could be a time too where you may be, full moons could be about endings, culminations, completions, and about revelations and unveilings, but it could also be a time too where one really, where you really express a very strong outpouring of emotions, and it could be very angry or acrimonious ones. Again, could be in connection with an in-law or a grandchild. It could be could be a foreigner, someone you may know at a religious congregation or university. So anyway, those are some ways that this may manifest and pan out as far as the full moon being in Aries and the ninth house being emphasized and highlighted. So anyway, well, the next thing up is there will be a new moon in Scorpio on October 27th. So the fourth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, in some cases, you could be welcoming in a new Scorpio home or family member, and of course it would have a sun and moon in Scorpio since this is occurring at the time of the new moon. It could also be a time too where maybe a new mystery or something of even a secretive nature may begin at your home, your family life, or also a new period where you may begin to recognize perhaps Scorpio qualities you may have at the core at this time. And it could be about having a lot of resiliency, a very indomitable spirit, being resourceful, having a lot of passionate energy, emotional intensity, being able to be very probing and incisive. It could be the start too of doing something Scorpio related out of the home. It could be doing something connected with locksmithing or some kind of investigation or deep research. Something connected with the occult, supernatural, astrology, something with insurance, even anything that could be Scorpio related. And it could be a time too where when you look at this as well, this could be a period too where you may begin maybe the start of the transformation of your home or your family life. And also too, given that this is the end, or this fourth house can represent the end or latter part of your life, and if you're in that part now, this could be a time now where you show a lot of passionate energy in terms of doing what needs to be done, or making some transformation, or at least doing some major change. It might be able to get you ready for that latter or end part of life at this time. And anyway, so those are some ways that may, this could manifest or pan out, or it could even be a new Scorpio type tradition that you might start. It could be something connected with the occult, astrology, supernatural, something connected with transformation, which could be like rebuilding or recycling, anything that could be Scorpio related. Well, next thing up, as far as October goes, Mercury will be in Libra from the 1st until the 3rd. So the 3rd house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, what way this may manifest? This could be about having a lot of tactful and diplomatic communications with siblings, cousins, neighbors, wanting fairness, speaking about matters with justice, the law, and fairness with these people as well. And also, as I've stated in previous videos, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Libra traits that might figure more prominently in your day-to-day communications, your short journeys, dealings with cousins at this time as well, and maybe information you might be assimilating at this time as well. It could also be about talking about Libra related matters with 3rd house people, such as the law, justice, balance, even Libra sports, such as tennis or gymnastics, anything with balance. That could be Libra, anything that is Libra related in general. You might be also doing, your mind might be a little bit more ambivalent and indecisive in terms of really in matters with your short journeys, with your communications, with your local transportation, and even maybe with people that you may have known in your early education. Hold on a moment, people. Well, next thing up, Mercury will be in Scorpio as far as October goes, from the 3rd until the 31st, so the 4th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Well, at this time, this could be, in some cases, about having a lot of probing, incisive communications, very provocative and deep ones with home family members, people you're close to home with. You might find yourself talking about Scorpio-related subjects with these people, such as astrology, occult, supernatural, investigation, just making a major change or transformation, psychology. And really, you might be really thinking about, in some cases, this can manifest in where you're psychoanalyzing 4th house people at this time, people you're close to home with. You might feel, just be careful you're not interrogating them at this time as well. But at the same time, when you're talking about this energy, again, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Scorpio characteristics that might figure more prominently in your emotional security. It could be that latter part of your life if you are in it now, your home, your family life, and really at this time too, even people you're close to home with, and this could be in your roots and traditions. Now, this could also about doing a lot of really your mind might be more investigative in terms of getting in touch with your roots, your ancestry. At this time, Leo, you might find yourself communicating about Scorpio traits you may feel you have at the core, such as having emotional intensity, being passionate, resilient, just very willful, intense, being able to be very probing and incisive. So anyway, those are some ways this can manifest and pan out. Now, next thing up, Venus will be in Libra as far as October goes, from the 1st until the 8th. So the 3rd house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, you might find yourself at this time, Leo, if you're unattached, you may connect with a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Libra characteristics. It could be somebody you meet in your neighborhood. It could be someone that's introduced to you from a sibling or a neighbor or a cousin, someone you might have even known from your early education. This could also be about striving for peace and harmony in your neighborhood as well, and in your matters connected with your siblings, your cousins, your neighbors at this time. But also a fair amount of spending. It could manifest that way as well in terms of your local transportation, in terms like, say, for your vehicle as an example. And also at this time, this could be about the enjoyment of Libra things, and with siblings, cousins, neighbors, people you knew from your early education. It could be like playing Jenga, which is about balance, doing tennis, gymnastics, even skating, anything that would require some kind of balance, or something that could be Libra related, playing law games, like if there's a Law and Order board game, something that is associated with the zodiac sign Libra at this time. So anyway, last but not least, Venus will be in Scorpio as far as October goes, from the 8th until the 31st. So the 4th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. You might find yourself at this time, Leo, if you're unattached, you may connect with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Scorpio characteristics. It could be somebody you feel close to home with, somebody that might be close to your home, your family life, might be introduced to you by a home or family member. It could also be a time too where you value a lot of incisiveness and being probing and going beyond subterfuge in terms of in matters that are home related, and also it might be spending secretively on matters trying to get in touch with your roots or your ancestry at this time. And the love of investigation out of the home, it could manifest in that way as well, but also at this time as well, this could be about the enjoyment of Scorpio things out of the home, and it could be doing things connected with the occult, supernatural, astrology, recycling, investigation. Could be psychoanalyzing people in some cases, and also the love of Scorpio traditions in some cases, which of course could be connected with the occult, supernatural, astrology, recycling, investigation. It could be just going around looking for old coins with a metal detector, trying to do some where you're trying to find things that are lost, where it's like a form of investigation basically, so you understand what I'm saying. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Leo October 2019 horoscope forecast part 1 of 2. And stay tuned next time where I'll be giving you my Leo October 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.